Melanated. Glad you made it. Peace, sweet persuasion. Welcome in to our YouTube lovelies. Welcome in to our Facebook lovelies. And welcome in to our Instagram baby boos. Welcome to the Crystaline Mars show. I am your co-host, Mrs. Duüblé Jones. I am the lady with the stones, the come heres, and the leave us alone. And I am a spiritual guide to assist you in this life in any way that I can. So head over to CrystalineMars.com for all of your spiritual tools, all of your spiritual jewelry handcrafted with love from me to you. Speaking of spiritual jewelry, y'all know, to those of you who did hang around for the spiritual lesson yesterday, Brother Logas had a lesson on charges, electrical charges, and vibrations. And he had a piece on a copper and zinc piece that I created for him. And so I created a piece for the website to the lovelies who were inquiring. And she goes by the name of electrical moon and crescent. And here we have a large piece of zinc and wrapped in copper with shungite and black obsidian. And this is a very electrical piece, as he showed us yesterday. We have this charge reader, and they all have their own individual charge. As you can see, the light comes on when I press it on the copper. Trying to get it right. There we go. And when I press it on, put it against the zinc, it has its own charge, as you can see, very electrical. And the shungite as well. See there? And so we have, so they are all very powerful, separate, but in combination, this piece is, will magnify the vibration. It will magnify your vibration. And by magnify, we mean multiply the power. Okay. So this is available on CrystalineMars.com. And again, we have the black obsidian and the shungite here. And Brother Logas is going to go more into detail. I'm over here reading my script right now. If I had the words on the screen, I would be reading that, but I don't have that. So Brother Logas will be going into detail, but I just definitely wanted to show y'all this is the only piece that we have available. This is great for wearing on your person throughout the day when it comes to your meditation or any spiritual work as well. Very high vibrational stone, y'all. Very high vibrational piece because of these metals, like I said. So it will improve your overall health, boost your electromagnetic field, and charge your body with an electrical current. That's what this piece will bring. So I just wanted to show y'all that. Available on CrystalineMars.com. That's the only one that we have at the moment, like I said. But we do have other spiritual tools, gems, jewels. Like, damn, this baby, I want to put her on. Can I put you on tonight? Damn. Like, this energy off this baby is woo-wee. But yeah, y'all. So also, y'all meet us on all of our platforms: TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Our handle is at Crystaline Mars. And y'all, I'm super excited because I'm going to be bringing I'm going to be popping up during the day. Okay. I had this idea today of doing something that I'm going to call blasts. I'm going to have a blast, and that means I'm going to pop up impromptu and do collective readings, and that'll be a space where you can get any live readings as well. So y'all turn notifications on. I will be going live sometime. This is going to be like more in the daytime, somewhere around afternoon between 12 and 2. I'm going to be pushing for around that time to give me a little break in between the show and the actual day live. And it's not going to be every day, but it's definitely going to be a few times throughout the week. I'm going to be doing zodiac energies and things like that. So I'm excited to share that space. So I just kind of want to give y'all a heads up to look for me tomorrow afternoon sometime. So turn notifications on so you don't miss a beat nonetheless. But also, thank y'all for sharing this space with us. Like, bitch, I need to breathe. Like, this piece is really, it's not heavy. It does not feel heavy around the neck, but I definitely feel the magnification of this charge. Like, sheesh, it's electric. You gotta feel it. It's electric. Woogie, woogie, woogie. And so, yeah, so let's go ahead and get into the show, y'all. Welcome into our Facebook lovelies. All right, so who we got over here? Hey, y'all. Peace, Mystique, babe. Mystique. I mean, at the moment, Mystique, unfortunately, I can't pin the comments, so you could just chill in the comments. But when I say chill in the comments, I mean, you know, the comment. But yes, y'all, so we're going to go ahead and flow into the show. And I'm going to go ahead and get started with the message of the day. And the message of the day is, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Now is later. Now is later. So there may be something that you're like pushing off because maybe you're trying to wait till the energy feels right. You're trying to wait for you to have certain resources. You're trying to wait for everything to be lined up. And obviously there are certain things that you may need in order to do certain things, but spirits have you on, work with what you have. Work with what you have. What do you have that you can use that can help you and support you to go ahead and get started on that thing now? What is it? What are you waiting for? Because you're delaying yourself. You literally are. You're delaying yourself when it comes to waiting until certain transits and, you know, certain dates and things like that. Yes, those energies do hit differently because you have the support there. But it does feel like this urge is coming through now because there's certain things that need to be set in place before we enter Aquarius season. It's like Capricorn's like, hey, like I want you to go ahead and get started now. And then when Aquarius season comes in, we can just flow in our system and expand and evolve upon that. Okay, so that's just a word of encouragement to whoever's been sitting on something, sleeping on something, even when it comes to the conversations. Remember the other day I shared with y'all that some of y'all may be procrastinating when it comes to doing something, having a conversation with somebody for, you know, maybe you don't know what to expect. You don't want to offend them. You hate confrontation or whatever it is. And I was talking about my mother-in-law and how she's typically sensitive. So my daughter's father was kind of hesitant to tell her that I'm going to be doing her hair for church instead of her. And so today my daughter, she's so freaking extra. She was like, when I dropped her off at her grandma's, she was like, Mom, I'll see you on Sunday morning. So her grandma was like, Sunday morning? And I was like, yeah, so I'm going to be doing her hair on Sunday mornings now. And I was like, I don't know what the product you be using, but it'll be real crusty. And she was like, I used the products that you gave me this past Sunday. I didn't use no products. And I was like, her hair was gray. My daughter's hair was gray when she came home. I don't know what it was. And she was like, I don't know, because I only use what you put in there. And that was a message in itself as well. There may be certain things that you're trying to put off, certain things that you're trying to delegate. And, you know, you can tell the person all day how to do it. Here are the tools. Here are the resources. Here is the blueprint. But it's just something about the way you do it. Because for her to say that she literally used the same products that I use, that I sent her, and for my daughter hair to be gray, ashy gray, and dusty and crusty when she came home, I was like, no way you use the products that I use. Because I've never had, my daughter's hair never has been gray and crusty from those products when I use it. So it's just something that you're being called to do, something that your hands need to touch. Okay, so it may be a little frustrating, it may be a little overwhelming, but can't nobody do it like you. So whatever you're being called to do, it is for you, specifically for a reason. Okay, so that's the message of the day, and we're now going to go ahead and get into the daily energy, y'all. Speaking of the message of the day, that resonated with me. Like, Duüblé, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? You're really going to wait till the 29th to bring in the daily energy? And I was like, okay, so we're here. So I had drafted up the daily energy, and that may be something too, you know, there may be something that just happens or a download that you get and you got to act on it. You don't have as much time as you thought to prepare yourself. You know, you don't have enough, as much time as you wanted to rest. You know, you don't have as much time as you thought. Again, so flow with it. Let's go. So for the daily energy, I got to get back in my flow. I did just record a video for our YouTube. I will be posting the daily energy videos on the YouTube a day in advance as well. So y'all look forward to that. To the lovelies who were not informed, we're coming back with that. And I still have some surprises that I remember I said yesterday on yesterday's live. I have some surprises that I want to share with y'all. And so I still have a few surprises that I will be sharing with y'all over the course of the next few months. So y'all still stay with us because this was not the only surprise, okay? So the daily energy, we're going to be covering it for January 18th, 2024, 2025. I don't know why I keep writing 2024 because you know how that be. All right. So, all right. So the daily energy, tomorrow is a 1 day. The moon is in Virgo. And I channeled philanthropy. So there was this message around focusing on the quality of life, focusing on the quality of life for not just your life, but those around you. All right. And really just being introspective and asking yourself, how can you show up for the greatest and highest good of all? But even with this moon being in Virgos are very, very, very analytical. Virgos love data. And so with this moon being in Virgo, how we can harness this on this day, on Saturday the 18th, because we have that Saturday, we have that Capricorn energy, and Capricorn is also planning ahead and using strategy and logic. So we have Capricorn, the earth sign Capricorn, and we have the earth sign Virgo working together to definitely assist us with grounding, doing what needs to be done in the physical realm to create those results. Okay. So this on the 18th, this will be a beautiful time to take a step back and analyze your approach. And this could be in regards to business, heavy on business, because Capricorn and Virgo is like heavy on business, and like planning for, it's more like business minded, and so, but it could have to do with relationships. You could use this for other areas too, but no, it's heavy on a business, whether you're an entrepreneur or not. Okay. But analyze your approach, gather data and information and identify the patterns, what has been working. Reflect on the past when it comes to how you've been showing up. Let's say, to those of you who do work for a company, a business, and maybe you showed up in the past like 15 minutes earlier, 20 minutes earlier, and that worked for you. That was just enough time for you to like come in, woosah, get your desk set up, pray, get your coffee, whatever it was, right? And maybe you fell off on that because, maybe you've been sleeping in a little longer or whatever, you've switched something up, and so now you don't have as much time to do that. And this would be a great day to just really reflect on, okay, what was I doing that was working? We kind of talked about this yesterday. What was I doing that was working that I can pick back up? Or what am I not doing that I do need to switch around based off of the data, based off of the patterns, based off of how things have been moving? And on this day, this will be a great day to try something different, add something different into your routine, tap your toe in the water kind of energy to feel something out, because I do see something paying off long term, but you might just need to just come from a different angle. Okay, so this will be a great day, like I said, to reflect and to also test some new things, and also brainstorming. Even if you don't test anything, brainstorm and think about what you want to do, how you want to moving forward, because the sun is going to be entering Aquarius. I'm so ahead, y'all. Remember yesterday I said that I think the sun entered Aquarius today, and I don't know where I'm at, but I'm somewhere around the 20th of January, because when I said that, in my mind it was January 20th and it was the damn 17th. I know the sun never enters a zodiac sign on the 17th, but in my head it was the 20th. And so what I was saying, Gina. So yes, the sun is going to be entering Aquarius, and Aquarius is a very humanitarian sign. Aquarius is about thinking outside of the box, innovation. What do I want to bring that's new? But that's going to be in the beginning of the week, like Monday, Tuesday. It's like Monday, Tuesday energy when the sun is going to enter Aquarius, and we're going to already be in our week. So on this Saturday, on the 18th, this will be a great day to plan ahead, to think ahead, and also to organize, clear out your office space, clean them drawers out that got all them old ass papers, shred them papers. Even when it comes to those of you who have like a workspace, you may just be thinking like, what can I do to like dress my workspace up? What can I do to organize my papers? What do I need to order to organize my papers? Do I want to have any cute little personalized pens, or, my own personal spray, or like, how can you set yourself up, set your space up to where it is aesthetically pleasing to you, as well as organizing. You know, it helps you just kind of have everything in order. And to those of you who work at home, same thing. And even if you don't work at home and you have like an office space or wherever your papers are, like get a folder, go through them, shred what you don't need anymore. When it comes to your mail and your bills, consider turning on your paperless statements so you're not getting so much mail. But this will be a great day to clean, to clear, to set so this so Sunday when we move into this new week, we can more so just go, you know. So have you on the clean and organize and clear it out day. All right. I also channeled this will be a great day. Some of y'all may feel the need to just move some things around, right? Rearrange some areas in your house and balance your yin and yang energies, because 1/18/2025 adds up to 19, and that 19 is feminine energy as well as masculine, okay? The ending and the beginning, and so balancing those two. And I saw somebody starting their day off with a feminine practice, whatever that looks like for you. It may be Pilates, it may be meditation, it may be breath work, it may be visualization, it may be yoga, it may be stretching, it may be a nice shower, a nice bath, it may be listening to some soft music, it may be reading a book, whatever that is. I saw somebody setting their day off in a very like tranquil type of way, and that's setting the tone for your day. And then after you set your day off or start your day off with that, follow up with action that aligns with the intentions that you set. So, you know, start like, it's pretty much don't just get up and go. It's like, don't just get up and go, bar head ass sugar mama. But, you know, get up, rest, like slowly transition into the action of the day. Okay, and if you do that, I do see it being more flow and balanced. Okay, and also some of you may feel led to like order like some budget planner or look into some kind of like financial advisor. But also when it comes to finances, getting that organized as well. Looking at your bank statements, looking at your trends, your patterns. What have I been buying? How often do I go there? What subscriptions are being taken out? What subscriptions can I cancel? And that's why the budget planner may help as well, because you can actually see where the money's going and intentionally plan how you want to distribute that, whether it's a little bit in the savings or an investment over here or whatever it is. Okay, so that's what I got for daily energy. The crystals for the day are clear quartz and tiger's eye, and the colors for the day are green and black, y'all. So that concludes the daily energy, and I'm super excited. Like, I really missed it here. Peace to you, Veronica on Facebook. Veronica said, hey queen, good to see you live. Ashe. So I'm filling out the Facebook vibes. Facebook ain't really doing too much. I don't see nobody in the building. This is day one, so we shall see. We're going to give them time. But welcome into y'all on YouTube. Peace, Sheba. And so now we're going to go ahead and flow into the Tao Tea time. Baby Boo, are you here with us? Jasmine, are you here with us, Jazz? Jazz sent a love offering in yesterday for a reading, and I did not see it. So I'll be doing Jazz's reading first. She did ask for a general. If y'all do want a live reading, y'all can send y'all love offerings in. $15 minimum for a general. $10 for one yes or no. $20 for three yes or no's. So y'all can send those in, but I'm going to go ahead and get into the collective perspective. And don't forget, it's 20% off all of the personal services. So if y'all want some one-on-one, I got y'all on the website. So let me take a sip real quick and we're going to get into it. I see y'all hearts, Ashe. Forever, my lady Liv said I have on both colors right now. Look at you. I had the curve. Guave said going to start doing some Pilates on YouTube at Risings. Ashe. Forever, my lady said that's confirmation. I was thinking about that. Ashe. Graffiti said I'm going to drop my hearts now because I'm about to do a cleanse. I'll be back in time for face-to-face. Ashe. Peace, Brit. Ray Bay. I'm super late, but hey, y'all. All right. You here? Okay, great. Yeah, when the live ended, I was like, oh, no. And you sent it early, too. All right, y'all. So, let's see. I got to get used to talking. I be feeling out of breath lately. Like, I don't know if I'm talking too fast. I want to pull from tarot. Which that is definitely a possibility, because there are times I talk super, super fast, but it's like, dang, it's just really been a thing lately. All right. All right, so this is collective, y'all. I want y'all to take what resonates and leave what does not. All right. Not the Fool. Not the beginning. Not the beginning here. So we have the Page of Cups. Okay. Yes. So somebody been daydreaming about a fresh start. Somebody been thinking about a fresh start here. Okay. Some of y'all may have been getting a lot of downloads, a lot of visions. You've been allowing your imagination to just take you to the future here. Let's see. Somebody's favorite color is yellow. We have the Strength here. Ooh. So somebody is ready for a fresh start real bad. Somebody is ready for a fresh start real bad. Hold on. Let me see. Give me Page of Cups. We have the Star. This is big. You have the Fool, the Strength, the Star. This is dreams to reality. This is rags to riches. This is, I thought it was over. And I just heard it ain't over till God said it's over. The Page of Cups and the Star. I'm wishing on a star. Give me one more for this Page of Cups. Yes, we have the Four of Pentacles here. I said rags to riches. I said rags to freaking riches. Sweet Persuasion said, my imagination has been running wild, daydreaming about the farm with my children in my own land. But with this Four of Pentacles, this is like somebody's really been trying to not be consumed by the reality that you see that looks full of lack. You may really be in a tight spot. Your faith may be tested right now. There could be things coming to the surface that are triggering you or trying to trigger you into lower vibrations of just pessimism, of fear, of anxiety, panic. I'm not sure if somebody's been having panic attacks lately. Really freaking out about how it's going to come together, because maybe it's crunch time and it's like something's getting quicker or coming around quicker, and you're not seeing results as fast as you need to see them here. But I do see this miracle. This could be something that happens overnight as well. Something that comes in fast. I'm seeing the Eight of Wands. Would y'all be interested in me? I remember I have gotten inquiries about doing like tarot lessons. Would y'all be interested if I did like a class for maybe like $25? And I did a class where I taught like tarot lessons. Would y'all be interested in that? Let me know down below. What we have here? We have the Page of Swords. So we have the Fool and we have the Page of Swords. So this is interesting. I'm not sure if somebody has been studying like mythology is coming through, but metaphysics, or you've been studying something. And it could be in a book, it could be in your actual external reality, but it feels like somebody is ready to apply something, or somebody is ready to teach something. You said, listen, you are on it. Guave said yes. Tarot Chorus. Jessica said yes. Yurt Mystique. Ashe. So I'm thinking about like maybe like a Zoom kind of thing where I like send y'all the link. So definitely, you said I'm definitely interested in learning from you. Ashe. So yeah, I'm definitely thinking Zoom, so it could be more personal and we could all just share the space. Y'all could ask questions and we could, bitch, I'm ready. Okay, y'all stay tuned for the next episode, okay? So with this Fool, like I was saying, some of y'all are ready. Somebody is ready to teach. Because as I just brought up the tarot lesson, some of y'all are skilled in certain things and you're like, I want to teach. Or maybe it could be in regards to your job. Like maybe you're really good at the computer stuff, processing data, or the input stuff, or the building like the back of your hand. There's something that you're really, really good at, and you are manifesting this position to where, because some of y'all like, I don't mind training, but I just want the pay, I just want you said Zoom link, please. Okay. But some of y'all like, I don't mind, but I just want it to be, reciprocal here. And with that, Spirit's like, What are you waiting for again? What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Damn. But we have this Eight of Swords here. So some of y'all are trapped in your own mind. Doing some crown chakra exercises are going to be very helpful for you as well at this time when it just comes to helping you unlocking higher consciousness, unlocking the wisdom, and strengthening your connection with your source energy here. With this Eight of Swords, somebody is definitely in like a mental bind and you're overthinking something. Yeah, and this tea is now lukewarm. So something you've been sitting long enough. You've been sitting long enough. What's this strength? We have the Nine of Wands. And we have the Knight of Cups. Go for it. Go for it. There's going to be a lot of support here when it comes to you actually taking action. I did channel that energy yesterday when I was saying I channeled like a letter of recommendation here, or referrals, or just support. Like people rooting for you, people cheering for you here, people supporting you, helping you. Like I'm seeing something about uniforms. Not sure if somebody's purchasing uniforms. I'm seeing scrubs specifically. So this could be somebody wanting to take a path as a healer or a nurse or some kind of like, I'm seeing like healing. I just saw scrubs. So that's like nurse kind of work. So not sure if that's specific for somebody, but I just specifically saw somebody getting uniforms paid for. So there could be something that you need, like sponsor or grants or something like that too, and you may just need to apply. But even like when you apply for grants, they ask you, where is this money going to go towards? What is this money going to go towards? And so with this, when it comes to your manifestation, Spirit's like, what are you going to do with this money? What is your purpose? Are you just trying to get for you, or are you going to multiply? Are you going to put it back into community? Are you going to invest in something greater or something that actually helps the collective? But with the Strength and the Nine of Wands here, Spirit's like, push, go through. Mental fortitude, have you on a mental fortitude. I'm seeing wands. I'm not sure if somebody was like a majorette. I'm seeing the baton. The baton being spent in somebody's hand like a marching band. But even with the baton, somebody may be starting to work more with wands. Wands, and that wand can also be symbolizing your magic. Your magic. Oh my, bruh. The Sun and the Ace of Pentacles. This is a financial blessing. This is a financial blessing. And when I say blessing, I just saw the breast. I saw breast, breastfeeding, straight from the mother, nourishment, nurturing, abundant, health, wealth, wellness. But with this Sun, we got big Leo energy here. We got big Leo energy here. We have the Strength and we have the Sun here. So some of y'all are really about to shine so freaking bright. And it's just heavy on you going for the spot. You going for the position. You no longer trying to blend in. You no longer freaking waiting. You no longer waiting for your name to be called. You no longer waiting for certain, like I said, resources or certain energy to come through. Like remembering that now is later. Like I just got to get to it. I don't have time to freaking wait. That's the energy. Like I don't have time to wait. What am I waiting for again? I'm waiting on something external to validate me, to give me the green light. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. But with this Ace of Pentacles and the Sun, this is good news coming through financially here. Somebody's money may be on hold. Somebody's money may be a little funny. But this Sun here, this is like positive energy around your financial situation. Somebody needs to do more when it comes to showing up online. You may have, this is not for everybody, but some of you may have this calling where you're doing what needs to be done in the physical realm, but Spirit's calling for you to utilize the internet as well, the platforms, whatever, or all of them that resonate with you, whether it's Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, whatever it is, like utilize the internet. Some of y'all are being called to go ahead and start going live, or go ahead and start posting your products, showing your face. It's something about showing your face with your products, because I'm seeing somebody do tarot readings with just showing their hands. That could be metaphorical because some of y'all aren't tarot readers, but it's this heavy on I don't want to show myself. I want to have like a faceless, somebody may even be trying to do something like that, like a digital marketing kind of thing, or a faceless profile, I think it's called. And all of you don't have to show your face either, but some of you are definitely being called to show your face. For sure. But it's this feeling of something being oversaturated. So you may feel like it's already, it's too much. And like, how are you going to get the attention, or why people are going to choose you? That's the thing. You got to stand out. You got to stand out here. Yeah, we have the 5 of Wands and we have the Emperor. So something definitely has a hold on you. I don't know what this is. And some of y'all are frustrated, like, yo, this is sickening. I'm tired of waiting. Like, where is this? Where is that? And it's like, but you sitting on your ass. Get up. Get up. Somebody may have been feeling a little more irritated lately as well. Like, just being very, very irritated over the littlest things. Maybe even the biggest things. But I'm seeing somebody's, like, temperament shift. And it's just, like, annoyed, from people talking. People just doing the most. It's like, shut the hell up. Leave me alone. Like, I just want to ride with the music off. I don't feel like talking. Like, somebody has definitely been in that energy because you've just been trying to, like, process your own stuff. And you're like, I don't got time for no external shenanigans here. But there is definitely something that was thrown in your path to destroy you, and it was literally a footstool. It was literally a footstool. A brick that was thrown at you that you used to build. Somebody may have really recently tried to hurt your feelings. Or, yeah, just treat you like trash or say something that cut you. It's like, it's giving hurt people hurt people. So somebody could have said something hurtful. It feels intentional. Somebody wants, it's interesting. Somebody is, this is like a hurt person that wants somebody to feel what they feel. Like, they want to make you, they want you to feel what they feel. So they're trying to do things or humiliate you or gaslight you or like put you in this space that they're in. It's not working though. It may have worked in the past. And so now you may just be trying to figure out how to navigate this space. Like, should I ignore it? Should I just check it? Should I do a ritual, bitch? Put their ass in the freezer? What should I do? Somebody's like, what should I do? There's definitely some competition here. This person can be an Aries, a Leo, Aquarius. Oh my gosh. I didn't even see this here, but the OG deck was right here and it says the time is now. You've pondered long enough. And didn't I say that? You've been sitting long enough? You've been waiting long enough? So let's see what the OG deck got for us. I'm about to be closing out in a minute. So if y'all do want y'all live readings, this is your time to send in your love offerings. But I'm going to be definitely starting away with Jazzy Babe. Ashe Sheba. Oh, that was earlier. I said that. Blaze said me. I said I'm doing it faceless. Ashe. I picked up on that for some of you. Guave said, Duüblé, the charcoal thingies for the Palo Santo is such a good idea. Because you know they don't stay lit for nothing. You tried it? I told you. That Palo Santo on a charcoal dish saved your freaking life. Burn for an hour. Literally. Kafi said, I'm going to start going live during my songwriting process. Ashe. All right. So what's up, OG? What it do, OG? What do you do? Oh, gee. So we have ancestral reincarnate. Ancestral reincarnate. So, somebody may be pregnant with an ancestor. Somebody ancestor may be wanting to reincarnate through you. Some of y'all are going to be channeling this ancestral energy heavily. Some of y'all may get a pet or something, and one of your ancestors chose to express themselves in the form of an animal. Like my dog Juju is my dad. You know, so this ancestral reincarnate, somebody's ancestor definitely wants to come through to assist you. This could be a cat as well. But I do see them trying to come in. Now is the time. God damn. Now is the time. So, you know, Spirit's just confirming what I said again and again. And we have expenses paid in full. Remember I said somebody was trying to get some uniform and they needed some money here? So you may be wondering like, oh my gosh, my income is less than my expenses. You know, like, I mean, it's getting real, you know, pricey out here and my income is down, you know. But with the expenses paid in full, your ancestors are like, I got you. We have listened to your body and trust your instincts. So you may just feel, it's like energetically you may be pulled to just do certain things or try certain things, and that is to help you with unlocking something. We have Taurus here. Tauruses are very level-headed. Tauruses are like the pillars. Grounded, stable. Taurus's planetary ruler is Venus as well. So this is talking about finances, possessions, love, relationships. Let's see. And we have sneaky. Don't be naive. So with this Taurus and the sneaky, don't be naive. Some of you may definitely just need to reinforce your boundaries. Listen to your body, trust your instincts. Somebody may get like I'm seeing like somebody lock up around somebody, or somebody get anxiety around somebody. Like your body is trying to communicate to you in regards to something being off. Somebody may be sneaky. Yeah, we have leave me the fuck alone. Some of you may need to invest in your leave me the fuck alone ritual on CrystalineMars.com. But we have you've earned this. You've earned this. Expenses paid in full. Somebody was in the military. I remember when I was in the military, they, you know, every year, if I'm not mistaken, or was it every few years? Or was it? It wasn't every year. I can't remember how often it was. But we had uniform allowance. We had uniform allowance. So with the uniform allowance, this could be something with somebody's wardrobe as well. Somebody may be starting a new job and you got to wear like certain clothes. But with this, you've earned this. This is, you've done the work to get here. Without, like, you didn't have to sell your soul. You didn't have to be sneaky and like finesse your way here, like some people did. Overwhelming love and support. I told you that. I literally said that with the expenses paid in full. I was like, it's going to be a lot of love and support when it comes to this position, and people are going to want to like help you. We have hydrate here. An increased appetite. Hydrate. So this is thirsty. Thirst for knowledge. But also somebody's thirsty over you, or for what you bring, or like you may not even realize how gifted you are. You may not even realize how much of a star you are. You may not even realize, because we have the star and we have the sun. We have the star and we have the sun, and the sun just dropped into my tea. So you don't even realize how tea you are. You know, when it comes to the light that you bring. It's you give the energy where it's like that coworker who is out of the office for a few days and the energy is just dry. Nobody's really laughing like that. It's just like murk. And then when you come, everybody's like, oh my gosh, I miss you. The office was not the same. Like, I miss laughing with you, or your energy, your smile. I miss you, you know. But tell me more. Somebody loves watermelon or have been craving fruit. Tiara. Drea. Tracy. Tay. Isha. Amy. I'm seeing somebody get their hands on some good weed. I just heard sativa. Somebody got a good pack. We have security here, and we have spell work backfired. Ooh, blast from the past. This is a test. Deeply rooted. Wow. So heavy on the root chakra. Spell work backfired. Security. So that's speaking of your protection here. Deeply rooted. Some energy could have definitely tried to come in and get you off focus. The enemy. Heavy on the enemy. Coming through like, hey, you remember you don't have this, right? Hey. Look at that, you know, hey. It's just like these things that are coming up that just feel like it's trying to get you in a lower vibration, like I said before. But we have the blast from the past. This is a test. So again, this is some past stuff that is just resurfacing to test you. But we have the deeply rooted, like I said, with the Taurus. Stand 10 toes down on something. We have the spell work backfired. So remember, I picked up on that competition that they threw the brick at you, trying to take your eye, not knowing that was the very brick that you needed to build. Like, thank you. I needed that. I needed that. What's the Drake's verse? Someone told me I fell off. Ooh, I needed that. So some of y'all may have been told like something that just really got you up. Like, oh, no, you got me fucked up. Hold on. Holla. Like, you're not about to play in my face. And we have the scared here. Scared and uncertain. So somebody may be worried about this spell work that they did because they see it didn't get to you. So it got to come back to them. It got to go somewhere. And if they know who they fucking with, which is you, because some of y'all done return to sender. Some of y'all have done protection rituals, boomerang rituals. And so they're like, yo, collective is still building. Collective is still being successful. Collective is still growing. So where's the work that I sent to them? Did they transmute it? Like they don't know what was done with the energy. And so something may even catch them off guard. We have Obatala in reverse, and we have for your eyes only. Obatala in reverse, for your eyes only. Ooh, I'm starting to feel this sharp pain in my right hand. Or it's not like a pain, but it's like I feel a pulse, like right here. I don't know, somebody got something going on with their right hand. But with this Obatala, for your eyes only, give me one more. Wolf in sheep clothing in reverse. So somebody may think you stupid, or somebody may think you don't know. This could have been something that you got through the grapevine. Some of y'all are very, very intuitive, where you're able to hear people's thoughts, or like when you was dream hopping, your ancestors told you or showed you something, but somebody don't think you know. They don't think you know. It was a conversation that was said or something that was done in regards to you, and you know what it is, but they don't know you know, or they do know you know, and they're trying to figure out how you found out. They trying to figure out how you found out. But somebody don't think you know. For your eyes only. We have Basset here. We have protection coming through. Somebody is dumb as hell. We got car troubles. Yeah, karma about to fuck somebody else. Somebody might have troubles with their car breaking down, car getting repoed, car note running behind. Something about somebody's car may be significant. We have Leo and Pisces on the floor. I'm not picking that up though. We have unexpected change. For your eyes only, unexpected change. Deep stretches. We have divine feminine in reverse. Manipulate. Don't allow the truth to be altered. You know. So this could be like a dark divine feminine energy. Unexpected change. Deep stretches here. So with the deep stretches, some of y'all have like this tightness in your shoulders or your back, or just some built up energy and you need to move it around. We about to close out. I said that a minute ago. But we have smiling from ear to ear, and we have full moon here. Smiling from ear to ear, full moon. Okay. So whatever work that you did around this full moon energy, you could have did like a lot of releasing, a lot of clearing out here. And remember I said with this sun energy, smiling from ear to ear, we have the sun and we have the star. Spirit definitely wants you to move back into optimism and speaking positively into what is going to transpire, and be open to these unexpected changes here. But something's going to come in sooner than you think when you are not expecting it. We have Gemini here. Overwhelming love and support again. So that concludes. Well, I want to close out with a angel number, and then we're going to get into lovely. Kiara, you said that's me every job. Ashe. Peace the wavy one. All right, so we have 0220. Act on your idea. Again, what are you waiting for? You have the benefit of good fortune, and if you use your wise judgment, you can do anything. In this place, you can reach new heights. You should act on your potential when you see this pattern, since what you plant will grow. You're about to experience a spectacular ascent. 0220. Now it's heavy on the Queen Builder energy. All right, so build on purpose. Let's rise. And so that concludes the collective tarot tea time. I'm about to go ahead and get into Jasmine's personal reading, and I'm going to check and see if I have any other love donations for any live readings. But if not, we're going to go ahead and continue on with the show. But I don't see any at this moment. But I'm going to go ahead and get into Jasmine's reading. Jasmine, you still here with us? Ashe Graffiti. Graffiti say you joining for face-to-face. Ashe. What am I doing? Oh, okay. General. Shiva said, Gemini here. That totally resonated with me. Ashe. Ashe, Shiva. All right. General for Jazz. Okay, Jazz. So, General, your ancestors about to definitely pay somebody a visit. We have the wheel here. The wheel of fortune. So there's definitely about to be a turn of events and fortune in your favor. Fortune in your favor here. I'm seeing the game show. And the money goes up. Because you're like getting the answers right. So you definitely have been judging. You've been having good judgment. So Jasmine, I feel like it's some information that's going to be coming through, and you may not have to take the entire message, but it is something that you need to like decipher. It's giving like eat the meat, spit out the bones kind of thing. We have the Page of Cups here. Again, the message coming through. We have the Visionary. Your intuition is heightening. You are on the money, Jazz. You've been doing a lot of work. Oh my gosh. It's like you're unrecognizable. Your look is about to shift if it hadn't already. It's like you're going to be in the room with people who you knew, but they're not even going to recognize you, literally. So whatever it is that you're going to shift, it feels like it's something that is, I don't know if it's something with your hair. It feels like it's up here. It's in your head area. A haircut, hair color change. But it's something that really changes the way you look. It's so many times where I'm in the store and I see so many people who used to come to the kiosk, to the mall, and they don't recognize me. And I don't say nothing either. I don't go and be like, hey, remember me, head ass. I look at them and I be like, oh, I remember them. And these were like faithfuls, not just the person that came up. These were people who actually used to come and vibe with me. And I'm like, damn, you don't even know this me. You know, and it's giving like that kind of energy where you may be like, look at so-and-so, and they look right past you. They look right past you. So this is interesting. We have the Eight of Cups, moving on. Yeah, it's like you're not going to have tolerance or interest for a lot of stuff like you used to. You're giving off a different kind of energy to where it's like, some people are not going to know how to move with you. They're not going to know what's okay, like, because it's just like you're giving, and I'm saying weird. I'm going to say weird because that's what it feels like. Not that you're weird, but they're going to feel like you're weird because it's like you're not the same. You're not laughing about the same stuff you used to laugh about. It's just something that's different. They're like, why are you acting all weird? Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, do I talk to you? Do you want to eat this? You want to go? Like, are you still into that? It's like that kind of energy. So some people may actually, and I need to, I'm gonna get you, baby boo. But when I was doing your self-love ritual, it was heavy on this energy with the Eight of Cups. When it comes to you, are gonna be heavy on choosing you. You're gonna be heavy on choosing you. And so as you do that, certain energies are not going to be in your space anymore. This year is going to be heavy on you, Jasmine. Like, you are going to be loving on yourself harder than you ever have. Yeah, we have the Three of Swords, heartbreak, breakups, moving the fuck on. Moving the fuck on. Yup. We have the Three of Pentacles. So this is a couple of people that are being escorted out your space. So don't be offended when they start acting funny. Or when they're not inviting you to places. Yeah, we have the Seven of Wands, stand your ground. We have the Ace of Wands here. New beginnings. And we have the Queen of Wands. So it's this power. It's this power that you're like, this very powerful energy that you're giving off. And so just understand that it's going to shake the room. It's going to shift some people up. It's going to shake some people up. And some people are not going to be able to handle the new you. And that's okay. And that's what I got for you. But your ancestors have something in store for you. And they just want you to honor your boundaries and ultimately choose yourself. All right? So that's what I got for you, Jazz. So that concludes. I believe that's it for the peace, Nicole. Nicole said new here. Welcome in, baby. We're live every night. I'm currently on live on Instagram and you. I heard they coming in hot. We have the Two of Swords here. We have the King of Pentacles. The Page of Cups. And the Queen of Wands. Yeah. JE, so there definitely may be a love interest that comes in very, very, very soon that is, she feels different. She feels different than the kind of women that you dated in the past. She could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It is feeling more Aries, Leo though. You may even start to connect with her in your dreams or just feel this feminine energy in your aura, like in your presence. I'm seeing the meeting. I'm seeing the meeting. We have the Alchemist here, the Ace of Wands, New Beginnings, the Alchemist, Alchemy, Harmony, Ten of Pentacles, Family. So, interesting. So there may be some things, I don't know if it's like her favorite color or maybe like certain physical things that kind of remind you of an ex, and you may be a little like, you know, a little skeptical about her because something feels familiar and you don't know if it's really good or bad. So I do see you being a little skeptical, like, yo, you remind me of so and so, or you sound like her, or she has same initials, or it's some kind of sameness or resemblance here. But there's definitely mad chemistry and potential to build a family. Can I get some time? Can I get like let me see. Let me pull from my love deck real quick. B Love said JE. Oh yeah, this is for JE. My lovely, the lovely. Oh, my lovely. It's a personal reading. So we have influencer here. So she may be an influencer online. Okay, so interesting. So with this influencer, I'm getting like witchy vibes. So she could be into like, she may practice, she may have spiritual practices that maybe an ex used to practice. Like I'm getting Santeria, but it doesn't feel like she's on like the darker end where she like does it to manipulate people negatively, and like it doesn't feel like she's on the on the darker end where she's like more self-centered. It's more like she uses the tools for manifestation, for healing, and even manipulating, but not in a way where it's like trying to control other people. It's more so like manipulating her reality or certain things to create. Okay, but we have the release here. So like I said, you may be a little skeptical because you like, I don't know how to feel about you, but it does feel clear. She may have the color green on, or her favorite color is the green, or green nails. You may start seeing more greens. It's like a dark olive, forest olive green that I'm seeing. So Leo, she may be a Leo. Have pretty long hair, or her hair is like really beautiful. That might be something that stands out to you. She dresses really nice as well. Very minimal makeup. We have love lost here. Ooh. And we have gifted. Yeah, like I said, she's gifted and she uses her gifts. But with this love lost, this feels like X energy. Uninterested, X, protection, charmer. So your ex may be showing up in your dreams as well, like just trying to F with you or trying to offer you. And I'm seeing sex as well. So you may find yourself like having, like your ex may be popping up in your dreams trying to have sex with you or something like that, I'm getting. But with this love lost and uninterested, I don't know if you're talking to somebody, but this could be two women as well. Or it's like something that pulls your energy from something. This could be something that pulls your energy from something. And I'm not sure if you're worried about what your ex is doing, when it comes to like spell work or witchcraft or, you know, hexes or curses and things like that. But when this other divine feminine energy really walks in, we got the charmer, we have the gifted, we have the influencer. She has really beautiful energy. It's just something like you're gonna feel like I'm good. And even just grounded in yourself, not just her, but she comes with protection as well. And that might be some of the work that she does, you know, like I said, for manifestation, but also for protection. Interesting. This divine feminine, she's like gonna help you when it comes to doing like spiritual work on your behalf. So I am picking up like Pisces season, February to. So this could be when the moon is in Pisces or the sun is in Pisces. Something about Pisces though. Okay. So that's what I got for you, J.E. All right. So, Brother Logas has entered. We about to get into the spiritual lesson, y'all. I was going to do the free reading tonight, but obviously God had the plans because J.E. sent the love offering in. So we're going to come back to that another time. I'm going to take this necklace off because I know Brother Logas is going to talk more about it. Ooh. Okay. Did y'all have any questions for me? Any questions, comments, concerns before we switch over? Okay. I'm about to book some time with you. Okay. I look forward to it. All right, let me turn these cameras around. Flip. Flip. Okay. All right, it's on you.
Peace, family.
Grace.
Today's first lesson, we're going into these moon and crescent, electrical moon and crescent pieces that we currently just started working on. Right, you've seen the one already with the obsidian attached to it. You already showed them how it lights up and everything, right? Electricity. Now, the important elements, and we understand that they're all electrical. We understand that they're all electrical, right? I started doing some more research to learn, understand it. I have a greater understanding of scientifically what they're actually doing, because you could say it does this, it does that, you know, it does with that. But the question is, why it is how we do it? How is it doing that? Because then that'll also indicate whether it's actually doing that or not, or if it's just something popular that's being said. Like, for instance, a lot of people put shungite in their water. That's a very popular concept. Put shungite in your water. It mineralizes the water. It's very healthy for you, right? But, you know, that's the popular thing. That doesn't mean it's necessarily the healthy thing. And in most things, it's usually things, especially that are, whether it's blasted on TikTok or whether it's blasted commercially, it's usually both right and wrong. It's always right and wrong. So the question is, how is it right and how is it wrong, right? It is very deeply mineralized. Yes, the shungite is very deeply mineralized. And I do believe that it can definitely mineralize one's water, because stones are known to do that. When you go to springs, when you go to freshwater sources, like there are definitely certain types of stones that will cleanse and mineralize water. Yes, this is true, right? But there's always conditions to that. There's always context to that, right? So one thing to understand, that in shungite, based on what I've seen, there's also some harmful heavy metals that you don't want in your body, like what was it, cambium, and I can't remember what the other one was. not mercury. I can't remember what the other heavy metal was, right? When you get regular shungite, the lowest grade shungite, which is just the black shungite, it has that powderiness to it, right? Well, what's getting in your water is the carbon, right? This is a high carbon. You see this C60. It's a very high carbon based mineral. It's mostly carbon usually. Most of them are mostly carbon, right? Um, which carbon is the one of the building blocks to life. Now at the same time, there are some of these other minerals and metals that are in them. Some of these are heavy metals, and those heavy metals, when they get into the body, they take up space. They create malfunctions in the body. That's something that you don't want. So I would recommend, like, you get one of these, to not just throw it like in your water or something, right? So what I decided to do though is, right now we just have the black shungite, so I'm gonna get some elite shungite where it doesn't have that residue. It doesn't have that residue, right? So then I believe that if you're going to use shungite for water, you probably want to use elite shungite where it has the capabilities of, yes, pulling and attaching, because that's what carbon does. It'll attach to other metals, right? So it's pulling and attaching to those metals. If you were to use it, like, in your water, you decide you want to put in your water some kind of way, then you would be able to use the elite shungite. But understand, there are contexts to all things. The context to all things. Now, going into this concept, because there is some iron. I did mention that there is some iron in the shungite, right? But the base, the majority of it is carbon. And it's not just any regular carbon. It is this carbon 60 or carbon whatever numbers, right? And carbon 60 is this type of molecule. It's kind of hard to see here. It looks like very similar to a soccer ball. It looks like a soccer ball, right? With all of those pentagons, and I think it might be hexagons as well. Or maybe it's just all hexagons. But here you have pentagons, these, 5-sided at certain places, and I think is it hexagon, or is that, no, octagon's 8, so I think hexagon is 6, right? And you got the hexagon carbon molecule structures, and there's something about, and as soon as you see that, you already know there's something special going on when you have anything that's creating some sort of geometric, sacred geometry looking structure, right? And it's called a fullerene, right? And this particular carbon is very powerful when it comes to killing viruses and bacteria. Killing viruses and bacteria. On top of the fact that carbon itself is highly conductive, right? So you have the zinc with that the steel plated zinc, or the zinc plated steel, right? So you have the steel, you have the zinc that's in the hook, you have the copper, and the copper actually, what does it do? It pulls radical oxygens, right? As well as it electrifies, but it pulls and it captures. That's why, for some people, it may turn green when you wear it, because it's actually latching on to all the free radicals, all the oxidants that's just floating around in your body. The more oxidants you have, the more likely your neck or whatever is going to turn green, right? So it's actually, when it's detoxing, that green is the effect of the rogue oxygens that are in your body that it's pulling out, right? So not only do you have that, not only do you have the zinc, which the zinc is a powerful trace mineral that electrifies the body to do many of its functions, to complete many of its functions, whether it be healing, whether it be building testosterone, and many other things, right? I think bone structures and all kind of stuff, right? And it's actually utilized in every cell in the body. Zinc is a trace mineral that's utilized in every cell in the body. And then you got that. On top of that, you have the shungite. Now, when these things are together, when you have electrifying things together, they magnify, which means they multiply the energy. It's not okay. I can have three things. In fact, if you put more copper together, it'll make a stronger conduction, right? But the magnification, it doesn't like it's not. It doesn't go in multiples, right? But when you start, like if this was all just copper, you're not gonna feel a whole lot going on. If this was all zinc, you're not gonna feel a whole lot going on. If this is all shungite, you might feel some things going on because shungite is so powerful, and because of its such highly carbon, you might actually feel some things going on. But when you combine these things together, it creates a magnification, a multiplier. I don't know what the multiplier number is, but it creates a multiplier. And that's why you feel such a strong feeling when you wear this. The effect that you're going to feel, I even had my son, I had him put it on to test it out, see how he felt. Actually, I had him in the car the other day, I didn't say nothing to him because I didn't want him to think about it at the time. But later I had him put this on to see how it felt. And he said, like, within about, I let him wear it for a couple minutes. We were in Whole Foods. And he said, yeah, it feels fine. It's just like the longer I wear it, though, it's like I feel some like tingling in my face, stuff like that. But the longer I wear it, like, it just keeps getting heavier and heavier and heavy. It just felt like it was getting heavy. It started off light, and then it just starts to get heavy, right? That's because his body is trying to get used to this high vibration. That's the same feeling I had. Now it feels normal when I put it on. But initially, it can feel normal at first, and it starts to get heavy throughout the day. But if you keep wearing it, your body will adapt to it. But he also said, now it makes sense to him, he said, because when I got in the car, when we were in the car, something felt different about you. It was like that I just kept feeling something. I didn't know what it was. You just felt different, right? While I was in the car, you could just feel something coming off of me, right? And of course, I was wearing my new piece here, right? Which he's never has said or felt before wearing any of my other crystal pieces before, right? But it makes sense it would be this one because it is boosting one's electromagnetic field, right? It's boosting the electromagnetic field, and it's being magnified. Now, to think about this as well, if the shungite is this fullerene, high complex carbon molecular structure, right, that affects bacteria and viruses. And this is also boosting and affecting your electromagnetic field, then that also means that it's affecting and stabilizing and cleansing and some type of, or it's stabilizing, cleansing, purifying, electrifying the bacteria in your aura. Because remember, I told you that your aura is just bacteria. It's an outer bacteria. That's what that is. You have an outer bacteria floating around you. That is your aura, right? So how do we not only boost the electromagnetic field around us, but then stabilize the aura? Because the aura also is part of the energy that protects you, that protects your crown from outside energies. Because remember, your electromagnetic field goes from the root to the crown, right? And there's a ozone layer gap. So the shungite is getting help because also being magnified by the copper, by the zinc. All of them are working together to stabilize not only the body, not to help it, not only to detoxify the body, not only to capture and pull out those free radicals, not only to help it do its healing functions and building functions, not only to kill the bacteria, the viruses, not only to boost the electromagnetic field, but it's also to stabilize your own ozone layer, your own aura and bacteria bubble. Ashe. So that's today's spiritual lesson. Ashe. Right now we do have said the one piece at the moment I know a lot of people were asking about, so I decided, you know what, let's go ahead and start making some pieces for this because it's a very powerful tool to have. Definitely, probably the most powerful one that we have created, and it's not crystal based, but it's actually metal based. I say so. And of course, whatever stone we add on to it, it's going to be magnified, and you do not have to worry about charging your stone. So this one has the one we have right now is going to has the obsidian sphere on it, right? Has the obsidian sphere on it, right? And because you have these three things on here, not only is it going to magnify the energy, this is protection. Obsidian is for protection, right? And I'm actually not sure if it's obsidian or it might be. It might be tourmaline, but I think it's obsidian. But it might be tourmaline. It's one of those. They get confusing sometimes. But this one actually looks like it actually might be tourmaline, right? Either way, it's protection though, right? So not only is that protection energy being magnified, by these three things: the shungite, by the copper, and by the zinc. But these three things, you don't ever have to. Well, you definitely don't have to charge the copper. You don't have to charge the zinc. They do say that to remineralize, you can charge the shungite and put it back into the ground, things like that. I don't know if you really would have to because it's carbon based and carbon is already highly conducive, right? So I don't know if you actually would have to recharge the shungite like that. But with them all three together, you'll never have to do that. You'll never have to do that. When you're in the sun, it's going to just add more charge to it. But with these things here, these things in congruence, you're never going to have to charge this. You don't have to put it in the sun. You don't have to put it in the moon. It'll always be charged. It's actually very strong. It definitely has a different vibration. I can feel it in my right lymph node here, right here in my throat. Shay. So I say spiritual lesson. We're going to Q&A and taking spiritual clearance.
Ashe.
Peace, family. Peace over to YouTube and to the OGs on IG. Peace to YouTube. Appreciate all like, share, subscribes, and the super chats. Right, we will have that piece actually already is on that electric moon and crescent is on the crystallinemars.com website for those looking for it. Shay. Peace to I am JoJo. Peace to Sheba Bay. Shay. So I'll give you guys a minute or two to see if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. Otherwise, we'll go ahead and shut it down and pick it back up tomorrow. Peace to Tease by Tessa. What's today? Today's Friday, so it is face to face. I see graffiti already, and the graffiti always reminds us. I'd be forgetting. Ashe. Hello from Nigeria. Ashe. Peace to Nigeria. Peace to Fatty Cokes. Peace and blessings to Muddy. To Muddy over there on YouTube. Ashe. Said, can I get a live read too? Well, Duüblé, she does the live readings, and she has already packed up her cards. So you'll have to join us back tomorrow. Things will she usually gets started at about 8:30, 8:45 ish, right? And yeah, she'll be definitely happy to do it for you then. Shay. Or you can you can always get your readings done. Book a session with her at crystalinemars.com. Shay. I'll see any questions. I'll go ahead and bring Graffiti on. See what he's talking about today. Peace, peace.
I ain't been on here in the last 2 Fridays, so I'm just coming by to say peace, to say what up, chop it up real quick.
Shay, what you got? What you munching on tonight?
Oh, some curry goat.
Curry goat. Shay. Shay. I just had some bison myself.
Oh shit. First time I had bison, it was in a burger.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
It was a burger.
Now, this is the first time. Well, I just started adding bison to my nutrition about 2-3 weeks ago. So I've never had it like commercially from like any like restaurant or anything. But I started. I saw they had ground bison over at Whole Foods. So I've been using that, and I've been having some. The bison's been working fine for me. Haven't had any issues with it.
I gotta find out a meal too. I wonder if I can make them like oxtail.
I mean, I don't know anything about making oxtails, but I wouldn't see why not, though.
Yeah.
I wouldn't see
So
why
definitely have to get a different cut. It definitely wouldn't have to be ground. It have to be like a different cut of the bison.
Okay,
or maybe you can make like bison tail, like oxtail or something.
Okay, I know if you go to because it's a brand, right? So I looked at the brand, the website, and they have different cuts on the at the actual website. They got venison and a couple different things. They got like wild boar and stuff.
Oh.
But they got it's called Force of Nature.
It's a website?
Yeah, forceofnature.com. And they got different types of steaks, different types of cuts of steak, and rib eyes and all that kind of stuff.
Dope. I might have to check them out.
Ashe. Right. Yeah, but it's my first time eating any red meat. I've had red meat since like, I don't know, maybe 2000 and...
Damn, single digits seem like,
yeah,
by the way you're thinking about it.
It's like 2000 and maybe 12.
Yeah.
Something like that. 2012 or 13 was the last time I had red meat. And the last time when I had red meat, back around that time, I got the biggest headache. So because I had already went like, I don't know, maybe almost a year without it, and then I had it, got a headache, and I was like, all right, I'm just good on red meat altogether then.
Yeah.
But with the bison, I haven't had any issues, but I also made sure I cooked it a certain way so I wouldn't have any issues as well. So I had certain particular herbs that I use, and I also cooked it with some lime juice. I cooked it with lime juice as well, so that way I just wouldn't have any type of digestive issues or any type of
Yeah.
body issues with it.
Yeah, anytime you consume meat, cleaning it with lime is the best way to go.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Helps break down everything too.
Yes,
Make sure it's like no little small pesticides or anything like that in them.
Right.
Lime.
All different bacteria. You know, it's because red meat has, you know, the different meats have their own types of bacteria involved in them. So, you know, when your stomach, you know, your stomach has, and your gut has certain bacteria in it. So, you know, when you're introducing these new bacterias, and you know, it can mess you up. You know, so you definitely want to alkalize those bacteria. I'll say that.
I've been using. I do kidney flushes and and gut flushes a lot with pineapple juice and ginger. That's just two natural things that I do on like a daily basis. It really helps with my gut health.
Yeah, I did start doing shots like that again about a couple months ago, where I do I do it every morning, every night, where I do a shot of pineapple juice, lime juice, grapefruit juice, and blood orange juice. And I mix all those together, and I drink that every morning, every night.
I need to start putting a little like teaspoon, a tablespoon, teaspoon, like a tea. If you put a teaspoon
Probably a
of cayenne
teaspoon.
pepper in that, it'll
Teaspoon.
be real good with like for like inflammation and whatnot too.
Wait, well, I put all the cayenne and stuff on my food, so I don't have
Yeah.
to. That way, I don't have to drink it.
Yeah.
I don't like drinking cayenne. So
Yeah, no, not pleasant. But on the food though, yeah.
yeah, I throw the cayenne on the food, the cayenne, the curry, the red peppers. You know, I throw the spices on the
For
food.
sure.
That way, that's how I get to it. That's how I get to it. And then I've also started using the grounding mat, and that's
Oh
helped.
yeah, you
That's
said
helped
that the
out.
other day.
That's helped out a lot as well as too. I definitely like I don't get the same lactic acid buildup in my muscles when I'm working out. Like I don't really I don't feel that same burn that you feel when you like exercising. Like it doesn't burn as quickly. It doesn't burn as intensely. Right. So that definitely makes my workouts a lot easier.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I got to do a lot of body work actually. I remember when we did the spiritual clearing last. You said next time we're gonna do like when we get before we get to the eye, we're gonna do like body work. So I'm just gonna prepare my body for like just the best operate electrically. Like eat more alkaline fruits, drink my water, and a little bit kind of a little bit related to the lesson. Um, I've heard before that like drinking water out of like copper glasses helps electrolyze the water and whatnot.
yeah, it does electrify the water, right? I don't know, but I guess it depends on the person. I don't know because I've drinking out of a copper cup before, and it made me like lightheaded, and I didn't feel good. But that was years ago, so maybe I just wasn't ready. I don't know, but maybe it was a type of copper cup. I don't know what it was, but it did not go well for me. I know that much, right? But yeah, that's what they say. You know, but I don't know. I don't know because you know it is a. There's definitely some deeper sciences to these things. that we don't fully understand. Just like how the shungite, I've always been told, drink the shungite, with your water. Um, but there's also apparently heavy metals in the shungite as well. So it's like, wait a minute, you might not, so you got to be careful, with that. You might be putting good things in your body, but also might be putting some things that are not so good. And when you think about it, when it comes to mineralizing the body, inside the body, you need organic minerals, right? Like if I give you drops of iron, you got to make sure that it's not inorganic iron, right? But it's actually organic iron that you can actually use and break down. Otherwise, inorganic iron would poison you, right? So it's like, things we have to take into consideration. So when it comes to copper and water, it's like in theory, it definitely makes sense that copper is going to, charge your water. You know, but copper, it binds in some, or it reacts in some type of way with oxygen, and H2O has oxygen, water has oxygen in it. So I don't know how that binding is happening, how it's going on. If it's creating, because think about water. I mean, think about moisture on copper. It oxidizes the copper, right?
Right.
And you see the copper turn. And you wouldn't want to lick your copper after it oxidizes, right? So I think about those type of things like, well, if I'm putting water in the copper, is that oxidizing the copper? And is that oxidization going into my water now and I'm drinking that, right? And that means if it's oxidizing, well, oxidizing means oxygen, right? And oxygen, when it's an oxidant, right? Or an accident, I don't know. They seem to be very incongruent. Like when you hear about the word accident or oxidant, I don't know. They sound very similar. But when it's an oxidant, meaning it's just an oxygen that's no longer in it's no longer balanced. Well, if it interacted with the copper and now it's off balance and now you're drinking that, what is that doing inside your body? Right. Now, maybe if the copper is coated properly to where it can't oxidize and the copper is not directly touching the water, that's probably the type of copper cup that you want to drink from.
You might need to mix. There might have been like mixed zinc in the cup somewhere.
It might have been zinc.
Yeah.
There might have been zinc. I mean, but I don't know. It's like, once again, we want zinc in the body too.
Right.
We want zinc in the zinc is very important inside the body, right? But like you said, so if I had a zinc in my cup, the cup was made of zinc. Shouldn't it be okay for me to, when I be charged drinking it? If it was zinc and copper, those things go together, right? But maybe they weren't. Maybe the cup I drank from wasn't coated properly. I'm thinking it probably wasn't coated properly. Maybe it was kind of like I might have gotten like a raw cup.
Yeah.
Something that was raw copper. It was a bottle, actually. I remember it was like a raw bottle, and it was oxidizing in a. It was being affected. It was discoloring with water. I did notice that. Even when I dried it and everything, it still was like discoloring. So I think that might have been what the issue was. It just wasn't coated properly. So it's like little things like that we have to take in consideration. Just like how, okay, if you're going to eat bison, which is very healthy for you as far as like certain minerals and very good in iron, but if you don't cook it properly, then you'll be taking in things that are good for you, but also you'll be taking in good things that are bad for you.
Right.
as well. So same thing we have to take consideration when we're like dealing with anything, because this is all, remember, everything that you consume or wear or even interact with, we have to look at it as a technology. Food is just a technology, and that technology is interacting with this technology. And so we want to really think about, how am I interacting with this technology? What is technology made of? You know, and all those type of things, right? So it's important for us to study and not just research, right? So when I'm looking up shungite, right, which I've looked up shungite, years before, but I have a different mind now because I've done so much studying over the years. So when I read the information on shungite, I have a more intelligent lens to shuffle the information through, right? And so no matter all the benefits I see, I was like, okay, that's great. Okay, but I want to know more on the science behind this shungite, as far as like, what's the structure of it, what's the minerals in it, because that will tell me a lot more about this shungite, because I study, I don't just research. When you research, you're just looking for certain information that stands out to you.
Right.
When you study, you are trying to understand the information. You're trying to understand the language of the information, right? So it's not just good enough just to be able to know certain fun facts, but actually understand the language, because then we all need to understand that everything that's on the internet, or everything that someone tells you, or everything you read, or whatever it is, any information you get is half right, half wrong.
Mm.
It's going to be 100% correct in a certain context, and it's going to be 100% wrong in a different context. That's why it's half right and half wrong. You have to figure out in which context is this correct and in which context is this wrong. So you can make sure that if I want the right side of it, if I want the beneficial side of it, I got to put it in its proper context, or proper environment, or in its proper condition, right? If I have it in its proper environment, it'll assist me. If I have it in its improper environment, it might kill me. So,
Right.
these are things to take consideration.
That's good. That's good. That makes a lot of sense. Things can be good for you, but not good for you at the same time. Like breathing.
Like breathing.
Like how we need oxygen, or that how we need oxygen to survive, but yet too much oxygen can oxidize your system.
Right. Too much oxygen can, I think like our air is like 15% oxygen, maybe 17%, something like that. If it drops too low, that's deadly to us. If the oxygen content is too high, that's deadly to us, right? But then the question is, well, why is it deadly? We can understand why it's deadly if we don't have enough of it. That's just obvious, like, because we need it for our bodies to interact with, right?
Right.
But why would it be deadly if it was too much of it? Because if you understand that, then you understand the term. You understand why we need antioxidants and things like that, or why we need to breathe a certain way, right? So having too much oxygen will kill you, because essentially those oxygens will run rampant in the body uncontrollably. It'll just be like uncontrollably, right? And then they will interact at a level because remember, oxygen's a gas. It's not air, it's a gas, right? So it'll be too much because our body has to take it in, use it, and filter it out. Or whatever it's not going to use, it needs to filter it out, right? If it's too much of it and it can't filter it out fast enough, then it's going to break down the body. Break down the body meaning that the essentially it's an atom. Oxygen is an atom molecule, so it has electrons, and those electrons are going to affect the other electrons of all the other atoms in the body. And when the electrons get messed up and they get transferred over here and transferred and moved in ways that they're not supposed to be moved, then things break down. That's all. Things break down, right? So when you think about death and people dying, the only way you can die is if, you know, your atoms are decaying, are breaking down. And the only way they can be breaking down is if there's an imbalance, when it comes to your interaction with all the other atoms that are everywhere, right? And when that happens, when the electrons are off balance, it breaks down the electromagnetic field. It's just as simple as that. It goes back down to vibration, and that vibration, more specifically, is your electromagnetic field. Right? Each atom has its own electromagnetic field, and those atoms make up cells, and cells have their own electromagnetic field, and those cells come together and they make up organs and different body parts, and they have their own electromagnetic field, and they all come together to make the body, and the body has its own electromagnetic field, right? And once your overall electromagnetic field, once it gets to the point to where that's unstable, well, then now everything's going to break down.
Yeah.
Everything's going to break down. And then you start decaying. But why are you decaying? Well, it has to be on a science level. It has to be your electrons must be getting stolen. They must be, Well, how are they getting stolen? Well, one, because of the things in your body that's not supposed to be there are stealing them. But then probably also the air outside your body, whatever's in the air, is also probably stealing from you. And since your electromagnetic field, just like how the Earth has an electromagnetic field, that electromagnetic field protects it from the radiation of the sun. Well, if that field gets too damaged, then the poisonous, detrimental radiation starts coming in and tearing things up. Same thing with us. Our electromagnetic field starts to break down. Then all the things that we were protected from is coming through and it's doing all kind of damage to us.
Yeah.
Right.
I was just getting ready to say that the similarities between a human physical body and Earth are sometimes a little bit uncanny.
Well, it's more than uncanny. It's a direct.
Yeah.
That's why they say as above, so below. Right? As below, so above. That's why I say we should always be studying, because it's not similar. It's literally like a duplication.
Yeah.
It's literally a duplicate, because we make up the cells aren't similar to the body. They are exact replicas of the body, just a miniature version. And that miniature version comes together to make the big macro version. Same thing. We come together to make, with all the other animals and plants, to make up the big macro version called the Earth. Right? We do the same thing. Right? And then all the planets come together to make up the big macro version called solar system, then the galaxy, then the universe, then the parallel universes come together and probably create another body or whatever,
Right.
So, it works the same way. Probably the only extra thing to add on to that is that within this universe, or within this particular existence on Earth, we are locked into some sort of a program or matrix, though, which is very similar, which is not similar, but a exact replica of you could say like the internet, or maybe like a video game program, or closer to like really like the metaverse.
Yeah.
Right, the metaverse, like that. Yeah, something like that you could say. And like we'll start seeing like right now with like AI and how that's coming about. um I would essentially say that what we're doing with computers and AI is that we are actually creating souls.
Yeah, I heard you mention that before.
I would say we're creating souls on in that realm. Just like how something like some thing or some things or beings created our souls.
Right.
Right. I don't believe that we created our own soul, but our souls were created, you know, with you know, and that being had its own soul that was, or being or beings, most likely it was multiple, right? Because it's not one person that's making AI. It's not one person that's making computers or the internet. It's a collective of people, right? It's a collective of souls. So I would say it's a collection of souls that created our souls, and it just kind of it just keeps duplicating itself. That's all. Keeps duplicating itself. All right.
I was gonna say something to add on to that. I forgot it that quick.
Yeah, it can escape from you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So it was like I was gonna say, we'll add on to like the concept of everything being dissimilar, so the same but just on like a smaller scale. So if we were in a room and say there was just like a circumference of mirrors, or like a circular mirror around it, and in the middle of those mirrors was the image of you, and everything else like reflected in the solar system, like planets, stars, asteroids, all of that, down to like the even the microorganisms in the cells, and it just and that makeup of everything in that circle, in that conference, was all just like a reflection, or just like I'll say a copy of you. You know, that's basically what I wanted to add on to it.
Yeah, a copy of you, or you're a copy of it. Is or a reflection, however you want to see it. However you want to see it. Because energy, it can't be created or destroyed. It can only be transformed, right? So
Is that a Transformers line?
I don't know. Maybe.
I think they said that. I think they said that exact thing in one of the Transformers.
Okay, I've heard I've heard a lot of people say it. It probably was said in Transformers as well. But what has not been said is that if it can't be destroyed and can only be transformed, then my personal belief is that it can only be transformed into either a bigger or smaller version of what already exists. That's the part that I'm going to add on to that saying, is that energy can only be transformed into a duplication of what already exists. Right. Now, how you may experience it, how any particular soul experiences it, will be different. But as far as the thing itself, it's just you'll be able to, because everyone has their own experience, right? Well, you can only experience you, right? So I would say that the thing you're experiencing, whether you're seeing it, tasting it, hearing it, feeling it, dreaming it, whatever, the thing that you're experiencing is an energy that's separate from you in some type of way, right? It's its own separate ego, it's its own separate physicality, it's its own separate vibration. But when you experience it, you can only experience it as you. So you're graffiti, and I'm Logas, and yes, we are separate beings. But when I experience you, I can only experience you, graffiti, as me. You can only experience me as you. So I guess to try to give more clarity of what I mean by that is, I can only hear you. When I hear you, I'm not hearing you with my ears. They already say that. You don't hear with the ears, you hear with the brain. You don't see with the eyes, you see with the brain.
Right.
So that means that my ears take in your voice, the vibration of your voice, and then my brain translates that into a sound. But that translation is based off of the equipment that my brain has. So I end up translating you into whatever my equipment is capable of translating into. So it ends up being a version. It's not truly graffiti. It's graffiti, but translated by Logas. Therefore, it ends up being my perception of graffiti, and not the full perception of graffiti yourself. Right? We can see this in the Bible. There's Jesus, right? And the experience that Jesus went through, and whatever Jesus did. But then there's the experience of Jesus through the eyes of John, or through the eyes of Paul, or through the eyes of Peter, or whatever the other names are, right?
Mm-hmm.
All the stories are similar, but slightly different. Therefore, Paul's Jesus is different from John's Jesus. And John's is different from Peter, and Peter will be different from, I don't know, Judas or whoever, right? Or from Mary. Everyone's story is slightly different because that Jesus that John wrote, well, that's not the story of Jesus. That's the story of Jesus through the eyes of John. Therefore, it's really the story of John. That's John. And in John's story, in his experience, right, he's just labeling a being known as Jesus to him, right? But it's really just him, because it's only based off of what he believes he's experiencing. So it's really just him, right? But we're all experiencing something very similar. I mean, we're all experiencing the same soul being, the same light, the same vibration. But since we're translating it slightly differently, then it ends up just being it'll conform itself to fit how you are made up genetically, how you are made up spiritually, how you are made up mindly and mentally, emotionally. That's how it ends up translating into who you are. This is why if I tell you to see, red trucks, and I tell someone else to see blue trucks, well, then that person sees red trucks all the time. The other person sees blue trucks all the time, right? We might say, well, that's because now the blue is standing out and that's the red standing out. Or we might say that I told you to see red trucks, so you started translating some of those trucks into red. When they might actually, if I hadn't told you that, those same trucks you might have saw in black and yellow and orange. But I told you to see red, you might just be translating more trucks into red. And the other person might be translating more trucks into blue because that's the lens that I gave you. So then those blue trucks and red trucks end up being just reflections of you. That's just a reflection of you, of what's going on in your being. Red trucks. So then you're reflecting red trucks. Right. And that's what manifestation actually is. Right. You're not really drawing anything in. It's more like you are it's really more like you reflecting it out. You are what you're actually doing. This is actually what and I'm gonna have to talk about this on another show, but manifestation, when you do rituals to manifest things, you're actually just trying to convince yourself that whatever it is you're trying to manifest is your reality. That's actually all you're doing. You're actually not pulling in anything. You're not putting out anything. You're just convincing self that this is what's true. So when you're saying, if you do a ritual for protection, you're actually not really creating a protection bubble. You're actually just convincing self that you experience an existence of protection. That's actually what you're doing. If you're saying, I'm a millionaire, or I want to manifest love into my life, you are actually just convincing self that you are able to experience love.
So it's basically just receiving a download and then translating it in a way to that's to that's most what's the word, acceptable into your reality.
Yes.
Okay.
So when you can't create the reality that you want, it's because not enough of yourself believes that reality. And there's different ways to go about trying to convince yourself of that reality, right? One way is if you keep saying the same prayer every day, you will convince more of yourself of that reality, right? Now, where people don't understand, or what they don't know about is that, let's say you're trying to manifest, $1 million to be a millionaire. Okay. And even if you keep doing the prayers, and even if you do rituals, and even if you burn papers and candles and blah, 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 right? You're like, well, the $1 million isn't coming. Well, the problem is not that you're not doing the proper rituals or anything like that. The problem is you're not convinced. So then you got to ask yourself the question, well, what you got to really dig deep in what do you actually believe, and not just what you consciously believe, but what do you subconsciously believe, and what do your cells believe? What does the complete energy that is you believe? And you might not get that answer purely by just reflecting and just thinking about what you think about. You might actually have to pay attention to, okay, I keep doing this manifestation, prayer, ritual, whatever, but this is what keeps showing up. So apparently I believe more in this than I believe in what I'm trying to bring in. Right. So I need to understand what is this other thing that apparently I'm believing in. Right. And can I use that thing to still get what I want? Because sometimes it's like, okay, you want to be a millionaire. And your being is like, you know what? I believe that you want to be a millionaire, and I believe that you can be a millionaire. But I only believe you can only be a millionaire if you talk to this person, and if you work for this person, and if you network with this person, and if you quit this job, and if you give money to this person, and if you sign up for this program, and if you see, you have to compromise with self, because self's like, yeah, I get it. You want this. We just don't believe. We believe you can get it. We just don't believe you can just get it tomorrow. We don't believe that. But we do believe you can get it in about 3 years. So, and we believe if you do this and then this and then this, then 3 years you'll get it. Right? And that might be, and more than likely, that's what's actually your operating system, known as your body, your being. That's what you're actually operating on. And if you know that, then you may be able to, it might give you more confidence in the process. Where you realize, like, oh, I'm doing these rituals, but it's not happening. It's like, no, it's happening. It's just, you know, sometimes we do a ritual, a money ritual, and then you get $2,000 all of a sudden. Boom. Well, that's just how that you only believed you could get $2,000. That's why you got 2,000. Right? You might be happy about it, you might be unhappy, or whatever it is, but that's just what your whole being, as a group, said. We only believe that you can get 2,000 if we can only believe that you can get 2,000 instantly. Anything more than that, you're gonna have to do some extra stuff. Right. Or maybe it's like, okay, before you become a millionaire, I need you to eat this. I need your body to be this healthy. I need you to heal from this. I need you to wear copper. I need you to take, this sarsaparilla herb. I need or algae, right? I need you to take these certain herbs first. I need you to boil certain roots. I need, like, all of these things, because they're not actually real. It's just energy being transformed based off of our perception, right? So this is why it's like, yeah, on one end, we didn't create this matrix per se. It's like, but at the same time, you are creating your reality at the same time. So it's like they're both true and a lie. That's why I say everything's half true, everything's half a lie. Okay, so the idea is to try to figure out, what do they say? Know thyself, right? I take that very seriously. I'm studying everything else just to study myself, because everything I'm studying outside of me is only a reflection of me. The energy is not a reflection of me. The energy is outside of me, but the energy gets interpreted as a reflection of me. Therefore, when I'm studying everything outside of me, I know I'm only studying me, because it's foreign outside energy being reflected off of me, or from me. It's being reflected from me. So when I'm seeing it, I'm like, okay, when I'm talking to graffiti, I'm like, okay, what am I saying back to myself? When every time you speak, I'm like, what am I saying? Why am I saying? Why am I talking to graffiti this way? You know, I'm like constantly trying to figure out me all the time. Always trying to figure out me.
And I think that's really what we're sitting here to do. Just figure out yourself, so that way you can follow your purpose. You know, get your soul back on track, recollect with all your pieces, all your broken pieces, and really transcend to your highest self, your highest form of existence.
Well, as I said, everything's half true and half a lie. So
Yeah.
if that's half true, because I do believe it is, then
Mm-hmm.
what's the lie?
Mm.
Right. Now I have a concept and idea of what the lie is, right? But I think like this already naturally. I'm already at that space where I look at everything. It's okay. If I can hear the lie, well, then how is this also the truth? If I can hear the truth, well, how is this also a lie? I'm always thinking in this manner. So now I challenge you, graffiti. If you said that because you believe that's the truth, and it is the truth, but in what context is that the lie?
Mm. Yeah, I'm gonna sit on that one. Hold on.
Ashe.
I'm gonna have to get back with you on that one.
Ashe.
I'm gonna sit on that, definitely.
Yeah, think about it. Because when you can start seeing the lies in your own true sayings, where you say a thing and you know it's true, I know it's true, but then you can at the same time tell me where the lie is. Now you are entering into a space where you actually could transcend. Right now, you're in a space where you want to transcend, but you're not at a space mentally where you actually can yet, where it's like a real possibility. Right. The only way it can be, because remember, transcending means going beyond.
Yeah.
How can you
Right now,
go?
it's probable.
Huh?
I said right now it's probable,
Right
not
now,
possible.
it's only probable. It's not. Yeah, it's only probable. It's not possible. So to transcend means to go beyond. Well, in order to go beyond, that means you have to see the truth, but you also have to be able to let go of the lie. You have to see the truth, but also be able to let go of the lie. Right. And typically we look at that as an okay, we'll put it this way. If I'm transcending something, that means I'm in something already. Right? Hold on, let me put this phone's about to die. Hold on. Okay. If I'm transcending something, that means I'm in something. If I'm trying to transcend something, that means I'm already stuck in something. Right? If you're a butterfly and you're in the cocoon, the truth is that cocoon is there to protect you. It's there to help you to grow. That's true, but it's also a lie because it's there to also keep you trapped. And if you only believe in the truth part, if you only see the truth part that is there to protect you and to allow you to grow, and you never see how it can also be a lie, then you'll never be willing to let go of your connection to the cocoon.
Makes sense.
But let's say you're the person that says, okay, the cocoon is a trap, it's a lie, we've been put here, right? The cocoon is not here to protect us, right? So basically you're flipping it, right? You're saying that the truth is this cocoon is here to trap us. And it is true because it's keeping you trapped. You can't get out. It won't allow you to just leave. It's built in a way to where you can't just push your way out of it. But then you'll never get out of it. You still will never get out of it. You'll still never transcend because you didn't look at the lie part. And the lie part is or the other truth, like you could say, or let me put it this way, it's yes, it is true, it is a trap, but it's also a lie because in a different context, it's there to protect you, it's there to help you grow. And until you accept the other opposite side, which you look at as a lie, if you don't see the context on how it's actually there to help you grow, then you'll never grow strong enough to break out of the trap that you're trying to get out of. You'll never grow. You'll always want to get out, which makes sense, but you'll never actually get out because you never used it for its other side, which is to help you to grow, and you never grew strong enough to get out of the trap. Versus the other person might grow strong enough to get out, but they don't realize that they're trapped. They just know that they can grow. So then you grow the strength, but you never push to get out. So you're just as stuck as the other person who was too weak to get out. Y'all are both equally as stuck. Because you only was able to look at things from one side. I was thinking about this the other day. So I'm actually giving you like all the spiritual lessons that are in my in my portfolio, right? But I'll still do them anyway. The red pill and the blue pill in the Matrix. The funny thing about that is people think about the blue pill and they think about the third eye. They think about the red pill, they think about the root chakra. Supposedly the red pill is supposed to free you. The blue pill like traps you. But it came to my attention the other day that if a pill is blue, if anything's blue, that means it's absorbing all the other colors except for blue. Which means that one of the colors in the blue pill would be red. It actually holds red energy. And then your red pill actually holds blue energy because the red is the energy that's being deflected. That's why it looks red. So when you're taking the red pill, you are taking the red pill, that is true, but it's also a lie because the pill doesn't hold any red energy. It actually holds every color, including blue energy. So you're actually taking a pill, energetically, you're taking a pill that is blue. But when it comes to visually, you're taking a pill that's red. So which pill do you take? Because wouldn't it be a genius thing for the Matrix to tell you the red or the blue pill, and the red pill is what frees you? But they didn't tell you. It didn't tell you that. It didn't tell you what it meant by the red pill or the blue pill. Now, did they? You just assumed the one that looks red and the one that looks blue, those are the options. The one that looks red is the red pill. We just assumed that. No one thought about, well, vibrationally, that red pill doesn't have red in it. So it would have to be the blue one, the blue looking one. And I'm not saying either one is the right answer, but I am saying that's what I'm trying to express. When you start looking at the world in that way, how is that the red pill, but how is that red pill also the blue pill? When you can do that, now you actually have the possibility, the mind. Now you actually have the mind to break through the matrix. You actually have the capability now. Because in order to break out of something, you have to be able to see through it. And you can't see through anything if you can only see one side of it.
Ashe.
Ashe. Ashe. Well, I think that was a good one.
Yeah. Good show. Good lessons, good reads, good show all together. Thanks for having me on.
Oh yeah, thanks for being on. And I forgot what that question was or the thing I told you to. What was the thing I told you to find the lie to?
It was find the lie in the belief you have, something like that.
Yeah. Well, if you go back to the show, you'll find it.
Yeah.
You'll find it. But that's your own personal, homework, and that's anyone else watching. I should say that should be your homework as well, right? Look for where's the lie in that statement, whatever it was when he asked it. And I said, well, that's true, but can you find the lie in it as well? I challenge everyone to do that. He said, Duüblé said, we're here to gather the pieces and to heal yourself. That's what you said.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's true. But can you find the lie in it as well? Ashe. So we say Ashe to official Dolly Pink. They said it was good. Ashe. So we say Ashe, Asante, and Amen. Ime Kamalika, it is done. We'll see you tomorrow.
Peace.
Peace.